Welcome back to your favorite podcast. It is Pesci. This is Swizz. It is Swizz and Pesci. This is season 4, episode 2. We got a great episode planned for you guys today. Super special guest. This is a longtime friend. This is a longtime fan of the show. Big supporter. Ben, my guy. Ben, our guy. Known this kid forever. Stack Simpson. Everybody give it up for Stack Simpson. Like there's nobody here, so there was nobody to clap, but that's all right. We got the one clap. My boy. Thank you.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Stack. Shout out Sports with Stackman. Go follow me on just Facebook for the time being. We gonna hit Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all of that. We running it up. We starting off, coming on the best pod in Buffalo.
Appreciate you. You already know what to do. Appreciate that.
You feel me?
Appreciate that. First and foremost, I want to apologize for us not having an episode last week. What really ended up happening was I had a tattoo appointment planned on Tuesday that I thought was going to go way longer than it did. Then once I got out of the tattoo appointment early enough, there was a point where we were like, we probably could do the show, but something popped up. We had some business to take care of. We had to leave. And then we both, what was it? We kind of just agreed that, we'll just call it a dub for the week, and then, we'll just get back into it next week. Because we wanted to get in on Thursday or Friday, but I know Thursday was super late, and then Friday we were both busy as fuck, so.
Yeah, I'll take a big portion of the blame on this one.
It's all right.
But that being said, we're here.
We're here.
We're back. We're back in the shop. And
back in the shop, too. This is huge.
So I'm going to just lead the way, and I want to say, Stanley, one, thank you for coming.
Of course. I had to.
Appreciate you being here. But although you're a sports fan, and you're a fan of the show, there is a real reason why you're here, and I want you just shouted it out, but I want you to get into why you're doing it, where you want it to go, what inspired you, because we could get back to the history. We know you and Joey had gas talk a while ago, but what made you start up now?
Well, for a while, I've been thinking, I should really just start putting myself out there more and more. I've been, just talking to myself dang, I got really good sports takes. I just never put them out there or nothing. Just, being a little timid, maybe someone's going to make fun of me for this take, someone's going to make fun of me for that take. Now I'm just growing into that person where I'm I could give two F's what any of y'all say.
This YouTube show you can say. You give two fucks. You give two fucks what they gotta say about your sports take.
Really don't care what anybody has to say anymore. So I'm gonna just say what I gotta say. Either you gonna like it and rock with me, or you gonna not like it. You gonna still rock with me because you gonna watch it.
You gonna watch it. They gonna tune in. They gonna see what's happening. Right.
You can bring the energy, bring some good vibes. Yeah. But now it's that I really wanna maybe one day have my own talk show. But maybe Colin Cowherd, but not as goofy. Some of the same puns, because he be on it with the puns, though. I give him that.
Don't give his bum ass any credit on this show, man. Fuck Colin Cowherd, man.
Bro, some of his segments, though, are, people tune into the segment. I always tune into the top 10 every week for football.
Right.
I'll give you that. That's a decent little segment he does. That is a decent little segment he does.
So give credit where it's due.
I'll give it to him.
But I don't want to be anything like Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith. I don't want to be none of that. I don't want to hate on nobody. I just want to enjoy everything I'm watching, because I used to be a hater back in the day, because I was a little teeny bopper. That's what we all did.
Teeny bopper.
Now I grew up. Now I was dang, he's amazing. He's amazing. It's a great sport. This is a great sport. Every sport. This is amazing to watch. I really like watching WNBA too. It's really dope. The draft happened.
Which is he's always been the biggest advocate, at least in my life, for the WNBA.
Yes.
And when when we used to talk about it, we used to break it down. If you're a fan of entertaining basketball, then you watch the NBA. But if you're a fan of fundamental basketball and the actual mechanics of basketball, he's always pushed that the WNBA is more mechanically sound than the NBA, where they're definitely more high flying and fun. Obviously, because they're more athletic, but that's just good basketball. I'm a huge fan of good basketball.
No Jaws, Giannis is in the WNBA to rely on athleticism and length. Come and dunk everything. So they got.
And shout out Brittany Griner. We need to get her back from Russia. Free Brittany Griner. For real. We got any word on that? You got any word on that? You know anything what's going on? I feel like we should be all over it, right? Like, and nobody's got any. When is she coming home? We got no idea.
Man, I'm gonna go to Russia and free her my damn self. How about that?
Bold statement.
I can get down with that. I can.
How about that? When we see Brittany gotta come home,
statement.
that's on me. Okay. I want thank yous everywhere.
So Stack, I want to tell you, not that we're anywhere where you might want to be, Colin Coward, Stephen A. We're not there. But that being said, from the little experience we do have, I think it's all about the personality. Because we can all sit here and analyze basketball. We can all sit here and watch, Ja's the best, this, that, he's the most athletic point guard. He should have got that. We can, what I'm saying? We could have hot takes. We could just go, But it's all about the personality. If you have a good personality and people want to tune in to hear you talk specifically, because how many people are doing what we're doing? A lot of people. Right. Maybe not locally, but ESPN, how many different shows? Max, Jay Will, Jacoby.
ESPN, yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have so many.
Whole catalog,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they got ESPN 1, 2, News. I mean, they got
ESPN Deportes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, my advice to you is stick with it. You have a great personality. You've always been the life of the party.
That is
obviously,
a fact.
you have a passion for sports, so I don't see why this wouldn't be successful for you. And I'm glad that we were able to get you on here to speak on it in the early stages.
A big inspiration of actually doing it. Because I would have just been like sitting on the idea. Because I had this idea for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to it because the more I wait, the more opportunities I could be passing by.
Absolutely. So, you ain't getting any younger. We're not getting any younger.
That's true. No, that is true. Yeah, start somewhere. That's what I always say. And that's kind of like where we're at. This is just the start. So
our first episode was at his dining room table on Tony's computer. So we've come a long way. We still have a long way to go, but we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it
with a throwback picture for the
throwback picture.
The thumbnail.
Yeah, the audio only.
Our first 8 videos were just pictures. They were just pictures. They were just pictures and audio. There was nothing. Yeah.
Straight mob.
Yeah. So
12 years old, we were out at 4:00 in the morning in our pajama pants. That was one of the fucking thumbnails, bro.
I don't know where I was in those pajamas pants. On Colvin or something?
No, that was Colvin in Tacoma. I know exactly what night that was, and I remember we took the fucking picture, but we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah. We'll talk about that off wax.
Yeah, but yeah, bro, it was 4:00 in the morning. I couldn't have been more than 12 because I wasn't in high school yet. You might have just been in high school. You were
about 40.
14. Just the fucking 40.
So,
funny.
Okay. So, let's get right to it. So, obviously, right now, the number one thing we should be talking about is the playoffs.
Facts.
We're in the midst of the first round. We made predictions prior
to the plan.
Okay.
Do you have notes?
Yeah, they're all right here.
My type of fucking
Come on, man.
Go with the notes, bro.
I was not around.
I wasn't around either. But
all right, lead the way, Joe.
I had the 15 minutes to sit and do fucking notes, brother.
Talk
the
to
way.
Me.
Some
Talk
notes. All right, so you want to start with the playoffs first? All right. So the game that we started off the night with, Atlanta Hawks. No, I'm sorry. That was the second game. The Atlanta game tipped off first.
I was talking about the game that we had.
I'm sorry.
Point over there.
I pointed over there. I low-key forgot what game we had on the TV, but that's all right. So first game of the night today is Miami-Atlanta. Right now,
ATL, stand up.
Right now, Miami's up 1-0.
Ice trade the gang.
Do we got an update on that game? Either one of you guys?
Kel's got. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Drew and Kel's in the building. Live audience.
The Hawks game.
Give it up for the fam. Whoop, whoop.
Drewski? He's like, nah. He's like, I'm good. Fuck y'all. He's like, fuck y'all. So either way, though, but while he's looking up the score of the game right now, this series for me is not. I don't want to say it's going to be a sweep, but I mean, I got Miami winning 4-2. I think Atlanta has a chance to win at least one game at home, and then they might be able to squeak out something else afterwards. However, Miami is way too deep defensively. They got Tyler Hero dropping 20 off the bench consistently, and they have a lot of guards that can swarm Trae Young, and let's be honest,
shout out Gabe Vincent.
That's Atlanta's whole
amazing
offense.
Today while I was watching. Like he was doing full court press.
What is it?
85
Yeah, so they're down 10. Atlanta's down 10 right now. So they're definitely losing both of the first games in Miami. I already knew that going into that. But
They might win Game 4. The Hawks might win Game 4.
I think they'll win at least one at home. I think they'll win at least one of the next two at home. But I really don't. Yeah, I don't want to say it's going to be a sweep because I'm a big Trae Young guy. But what do you guys think? Because I don't really know.
Either a sweep or Heat in 5. I don't think that because the Hawks have Trae Young on offense, and that's pretty much it. He generates everything. Driving, trying to get putbacks, the dishing, doing everything for them. They have no one else to come help him. If they did, then the 6 would be way more agreeable. But I just don't think they have enough. But Trae can win you a game. That's why I'm gonna say Game 4 because backs against the wall, got nothing else to lose. They're gonna try to win one before they get packed up. So,
Okay,
yeah,
I like that. What about you?
All right. Well, I'm just gonna tell you this. Okay.
Here we go with this bold take.
No, because this is gospel.
Oh no,
this is gospel. I'm a man of the Lord. Okay.
Preach.
First and foremost, I disagree with Stanley in terms of their team. I look at their team. Every single player, 1 through 5, other than Capella, can shoot. Collins can shoot. Herter can shoot. Bogdanovich can shoot. Trae can shoot.
Gallinari can shoot.
Hunter can shoot. Gallinari can shoot. Lou Williams is hurt, but he can shoot. Obviously, we know that. So, that being said, I think Atlanta, I had them upsetting and going to the playoffs from the play-in tournament. I did have them losing in this first round just because they played Miami. If they played another team, it might be different. Okay. I don't know if they're going to lose in 5 or 6 or what because it looks bad right now. So obviously speaking on it right now would be tough because they're down by 10 and entering the 4th and they're already down 1 series. So for me to say they lose in 6, that would mean they'd have to
do some shit. Yeah.
That being said, I don't know if you knew this, Stanley. When we did our predictions, I have Miami going to the championship. Bold take. Not a lot of people agree with it. Now, I think that what they're doing in these first 2 games is showing people, okay, we are for real.
8 seed.
That scuffle, hold on. That scuffle that happened and the drama, everyone was concerned. I was never concerned. He'll tell you.
That is a fact.
Concerned.
No, that is a fact.
Never concerned.
I remember calling him and being like, bro, he just collapsed. They're collapsing. They are collapsing. He's like, nah, bro, they're good. Nah, they're good.
Now,
they're good.
Because 2 things. 1, coaching. Eric Spoelstra, right? Phenomenal coach. Their players, I don't like any of them. He'll tell you. I'm not a fan of any of them. Kyle Lowry always shits the bed in the playoffs.
You know how I feel about Kyle Lowry too, right?
I like Adebayo. I like Adebayo. Jimmy Butler, never been a Jimmy Butler fan.
Blows my
Hero,
fucking mind.
he had an off year. Now he's playing better this
mind.
year. We'll see what he does. Duncan Robinson, he's good when he's on.
They got Vic.
But that being said, they have a well-rounded team with a great coach. They know how to win games, and they know how to win playoff games. Just don't forget that not last year, but the year before, they were in the championship. That's true. Okay? So,
and
that's where I stand with the Miami Heat.
They added Lowry and Tucker to
Tucker's huge.
2 NBA vets, 2 playoff vets.
And Oladipo.
Two champions.
They have Oladipo, who dropped in the last game, 40 points.
People keep forgetting about Oladipo. Bro.
He can get you a bucket.
Oladipo is one of those players.
He will get you a bucket.
He will go and get you a bucket. He will go and get you a bucket.
So, and I don't like Miami. If it was up to me, out of all the teams I'd want to make it, I'd want Boston to win the whole championship. I love Jason Tatum, but I think Miami's going to go to the championship.
Finally come to his fucking senses.
Never. I was always a Jason Tatum fan.
Fucking senses. All right. So we're going to stay in the Eastern Conference. Next set of games, Philly, Toronto. This guy, for some reason, has Toronto coming out of that series. I got no fucking idea.
If they were healthy, Toronto was 7.
You're out of your fucking mind.
But
you're out of your
healthy,
fucking mind.
They're not healthy.
Even if they were
Philly
healthy.
In 5.
I got Philly sweeping. Toronto's garbage.
What?
Toronto's garbage. Listen, Scotty Barnes played phenomenal this year, and we'll get into the awards later in the show.
I can't wait for those.
But I really don't see anybody on the Raptors with the exception of Siakam, and wow, this guy's got fucking heart. This guy's got talent.
Van Fleet.
He's so shaky, though. He's so shaky.
My nigga Drizzy Drake.
He's so
is out
shaky.
there making hits and dropping buckets. Okay, he do it all. Okay,
He's just too shaky
courtside
for me.
in the court.
I mean,
okay?
No, I can't even think of anybody else on Toronto. What do you?
OG
What,
Anunoby.
he's a good, long, athletic defender, but he's
got
not
the-
a
they
guy
got
that's gonna go and get you a bucket, though. You
Got
gotta
length
go and get a
of
bucket.
defenders. It's gonna be Gucci. It's gonna be Gucci.
What
I'm
the fuck face you making at me over there? What do you got to say?
that-
Wait, real quick.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to our sponsor, Core Water. You already know the vibe. Get. How we gonna shout out the sponsor and you gonna throw a whole different ass filtered, purified water brand on there? Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Get your Core Water. It's pH balanced. It'll hydrate you. It'll get you right. If you're hooping, if you're fucking, whatever you're doing, it'll get you hydrated.
You love to see it.
Anyways, what do you got? What do you got for me? What's Toronto hitting for?
I agree with Stanley that it would be a better series if they were fully healthy.
Oh, I'll agree with that. Like,
I mean,
that's
Scotty
not-
Barnes going down in terms of the momentum of the way the team has leaned and how he's like brought a lot of momentum to that team
Okay.
A lot of energy.
is big.
Okay.
You know. So that being said, Philly's gonna win. They're gonna win the series. I could see them winning it in 5 or 6. I don't think it could go to 7 only because Toronto doesn't have enough firepower to win 3 games against them. But I could see it going 5 or 6, honestly. And
Okay.
I like Toronto
Yeah.
because I think they have another really good coach who's underrated.
Yeah.
They have a pretty well-rounded team. Like you said, they're very lengthy. And
They've always, like, since that Kawhi era, they've always been very lengthy. Like, they've always had
Yeah.
long,
It's a
athletic
Masai Ujiri
defenders.
thing.
Yeah.
He likes length.
So-
He wants the Africa pick him out. No racial.
That's questionable.
So that's where I stand with
Chris
that.
Boucher, OG.
Okay. I mean, like,
Converge.
I don't see them winning a game, so I don't really get the 5 or 6 thing, because you got them in
But
5
you got the
and you got
Hawks
them in
winning
5
the
and
game.
6. Huh?
But you got the Hawks going to 6, but not the Raptors.
Yeah, I absolutely do, because I think Trae Young is a guy, you just say yourself, game 4, he's going to will you a 40, 50-point game. Who on Toronto is going to will you a 40, 50-point game? Who? On Toronto. Smack him.
Yeah.
Smack him.
You gotta go.
On
Dang.
bucket. He's a bucket.
Hey.
So, honestly, though, answer me that. Is there anybody on Toronto that you... Because Joel Embiid's playing out of his fucking mind those first 2 games. Nobody can stop him. So, you look at that. You look at how their team's built around him.
Well, hold on now. The first game, he only had, 18 points or something?
But he played huge, though, because
No,
Maxey had 40.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
saying, though, is that was their. You can tell that was Nurse's mindset. Is he said, okay, we're not going to let Embiid beat us.
Yeah.
I would rather have Maxey beat us than have Embiid beat us. So I think that they did the right thing with that.
Okay.
He was
Fair,
efficient.
fair.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
He had to pick his spots, though.
He played very well.
He
for
did.
what
No, he
got.
had a good
Yeah,
game.
for
I'm
what
just
he got,
saying in
yeah.
terms of him killing them.
Yeah,
Embiid.
no, you're right.
Because
He
we
didn't
know what
kill him the
Embiid could
first
do.
game. Yeah, you're right. No,
He
didn't
could
kill him
drop
the first
30
game.
and 15.
No, you're right.
40
No
to
problem.
15, just all of
So,
that.
so
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying, the reason I say 5 or 6 is strictly off coaching because let's be honest, they've been very inconsistent. So they've been killing it the first 2
the
games.
Sixers?
The Sixers,
Okay,
very
okay.
inconsistent. And
Okay.
Doc Rivers' playoff resume since the championship has been very shaky. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a
You
Doc
know
Rivers
that.
fan.
Yeah, I'm a fucking,
You know
I'm a fucking Clippers fan.
Okay,
I know that.
all right. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying
No, I know.
they could steal a game or 2 just
Okay.
off of those things.
You're convincing me to change it to gentleman's sweep to 4-1. You're convincing me to change it to a gentleman's sweep. However, yeah, I definitely they definitely don't win 2 games.
I think we got Usher on the TV screen over here.
But going forward,
John's dad.
the next set of games is Milwaukee, Chicago. So
Bucks and 5.
I'm gonna let you take that away. Explain
I
that.
got Bucks and 5. Yeah, they came out really strong game 1, but they let the Bulls come back, made it a close game at the end of it. I don't think that DeMar's going to play that bad again, nor Zach.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like next game's going to be closer, but since the Bucks do have Giannis and Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, the defenders, throw some at both of the DeMar and Zach. It's going to throw them off a little bit more, but they won't have as bad of a game. But I do think they'll probably win Game 3. Like, yeah, we got momentum in the series, and the Bucks are like, nah. And you know, guys don't gotta travel. It's like an hour bus ride, 2 hours from Milwaukee to Chicago.
Right.
Be well rested, come out hooping.
I like that.
You may get like a 40-point trip there, Game 4.
So what are you calling for the series then?
Bucks and 5.
Bucks and 5.
I got the Bulls winning Game 3. Giannis come out, shows dominance in Game 4. I'm like, yeah, y'all not winning shit. Y'all not winning the game. Stop. Just stop. Come home, bring it on home Game 5. Rest up for. We'll get to that. We'll see who they're playing.
Okay. What do you got? What do you got in this series? Because I know you got Milwaukee, right?
I just need to do a quick disclaimer.
Okay.
Zach LaVine, if you ever see this, I want you to know that this has nothing to do with you. I love you. I've always been a big fan of you since you got drafted. That being said, they're getting swept.
They're getting swept.
Man, I don't like the Bucks. You know that.
Wow, you know that's a Bulls fan right there, right?
I'm a Knicks fan.
You know that's a Bulls fan
Who's
right
a Bulls
there,
fan?
with the glasses
Drew?
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Drew, I'm sorry. It's nothing about
You
Drew.
know what the
It's
fuck
nothing
is
about
going on.
Zach. DeMar DeRozan consistently has not shown up in the playoffs in his career. Consistently.
Facts.
That's consistently.
Facts.
Losing Lonzo hurts, and I'm not a Lonzo fan, but that does hurt.
Absolutely.
It does hurt. A good point guard is crucial in a playoff run. And Milwaukee has too much veteran leadership. They have too many guys that can score. They're deep. They're well coached. I don't see them winning a game, even in Chicago. I think that they get swept in Chicago, unfortunately.
I'd see Zach winning the game for them.
Yeah, I got Bucks winning 4-1. I got the gentleman's sweep. I think what I wrote down for my notes is if Chicago wants a chance at this series, if they want a chance to win a game, if they want a chance to get 2 or something, Zach LaVine has to channel some sort of inner Lonzo and get the bigs involved. He has to get Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic had a good first game.
He had a great first game.
My problem is, did you see the shooting percentages from DeRozan and LaVine in the first game?
Yeah, DeRozan shot
they both shot
terrible,
around
8 for
around
24.
or under 33%.
It was like 8 for 24, I think DeRozan was, or he had 24 attempts for sure, which was fucking.
And Zach LaVine's shooting
ridiculous.
percentage was awful as well.
But no, I think he's got to get the bigs involved because like they're not. Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton are gonna strap them up.
I don't see Zach being a point guard. I see him winning the game, scoring more than passing. I could definitely see him.
So who's taking over Lonzo's spot then? Because they need a facilitator out there if they're gonna have a chance of winning against the Bucks.
Do it by committee.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
think
Nah, I don't think
DeRozan
so.
straps on that point guard role?
Fuck no.
All right, somebody's got to. Somebody's got to. They got Caruso starting.
They
Drew,
can play a
Drew.
good team ball right there.
they got your boys starting. They got Caruso starting.
No, he has. He
He's
started
starting?
the first game of the playoffs. Yeah.
If anybody's gonna do it, that dude's got to step up.
But you know what? Again, we know Caruso's a good player, and that was a big pickup for them. But again, he's not a starting playoff point guard.
No,
but he's a
not,
really good
but
point guard off the
really
bench.
he can
good
step
role
up
player,
though.
really good role
He can
player.
step up though. He can step up.
Yeah, he
though.
can.
Give
But
you
we're
a good
talking about the
20, 25
defending
minutes a night.
champions, though.
I know,
We're not talking. If this was Toronto, I'd say, okay, we got a good series.
All right,
This isn't
that's
Toronto.
fair.
This is
All right,
the
that's
Milwaukee
fair. All right,
Bucks.
that's fair.
And I'm not a Bucks fan. I'm not a Giannis fan, and I would be.
Not a Bucks fan.
Love
not a
the
Heat
Bucks.
Fan,
Love
not
Giannis.
not a Hawks fan.
You know who I'm rooting for?
Nobody.
Jokic. I want Jokic to
I
get
like that.
MVP. That's what I want.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to
yeah,
Joker.
Yeah, shout out Joker.
That's
Shout out
where
Joker.
my.
All right.
West Coast.
So
Okay.
this is probably for me the most interesting series. It's probably going to be the most interesting series for the entirety of the playoffs until we get to the finals. Brooklyn, Boston.
For all you NFL fans, Chiefs, Bills.
That's a very good comparison. Suns? Suns, Pelicans? Yeah, dead ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Going-
Celtics Nets.
Boston's up 1-0 right now in the series. Jason Tatum is the best player in the league, and that is just a fact. I've been calling it for the last 2 years. No, he's not the best player in the league. However,
I almost have to walk out, y'all.
stop.
my-
Bro, stop. Bro, stop.
Best in the league.
Bro,
I can't say
stop,
that.
bro. I'd be willing to bet you next year he's top 3 in MVP, no doubt. I'd be willing to bet, no doubt he's top 3 in MVP.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Got him, Luka,
He-
D-Book finally may win it. Hopefully, I really want D-Book to win it.
I mean, I feel like D-Book's window's closing on MVP.
Fuck no. It's just opening.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean.
Either way, Boston. I got this series going 7 for sure. I'm taking Boston only because of Jason Tatum.
Next to the 6. Fuck all that Boston shit. They won on some bullshit game 1, okay? Bullshit. KD, watch you fucking man. Play defense. What you ball watching for? Bozo and ball watching Marcus Smart of all people? Come on now. Do better. Shit pissed me. But when Ben come back, he busting they ass. He locking that Tatum shit up. And that's all I got to say. That's it. Kyrie go keep giving him 40 on an empty stomach. Just like that.
Bro, you
like
said
that.
Ben Simmons strapping Tatum up.
Yes.
You're out your fucking
Yes.
mind. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yes.
You got me ready to walk
Yes.
off. You got me ready to walk off my
Yes.
own fucking set
Yes.
after that one, bro.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Ben Simmons coming back into the Nets lineup is going to do more harm than good for them.
Stop the cap.
I will put that on wax right now. Ben Simmons coming back will do more harm than good for Brooklyn. Kid can't get a bucket to save his fucking life. He can't get a bucket. He can strap me up. He get the fuck out of Robert fucking Williams.
Is he even playing?
He's coming back game 3.
Well,
Stop
he gonna
playing
get
me.
dunked
Stop
on by
playing
Ben
me.
Simmons.
Stop playing
Nuts
me.
in his
No
mouth.
way.
Okay?
No way.
Nasty. Straight violation.
Do you want to tell them about Robert Williams or do I gotta tell them about Robert Williams? Do you want to?
You could talk. You're emotional right now. You tell them
Listen,
about
Robert Williams is
Talk about
the
Time Lord.
is the best defender in the league statistically. Guarding bigs, Robert Williams. Guarding bigs statistically is the best defender in the league. I'm a Jason Tatum fan. I love Jason Tatum. I liked him coming out of Duke, and his first year in Boston, I knew he was gonna be. I knew he was him. That boy is a fucking problem. And I love Tatum and Brown together. I love the Al Horford pickup because he's that like glue, like vet piece that holds that team together. But yeah, I can't get down with the whole Ben Simmons coming back and strapping up Tatum thing. That's just
Maybe
that
that was
just
my
blows my
fandom
mind.
talking, but still.
Listen,
Nets in
Tatum's
six.
still dropping.
You ready
40.
for the gospel?
Tatum's still
Nets in
dropping
six.
40 on his
Nets in
podcast.
six.
Let's hear the gospel.
Ready for the gospel?
Let's hear the gospel.
Nets and 6.
Knicks and foe.
Yeah, 4 years though. They may go back to the playoffs. In 4 years, they may go back to the playoffs.
I'm good. I'm out, y'all. I'm out.
Knicks and foe.
Oh, he go.
Don't you regret not coming to the Knicks? Katie, don't you regret not coming to the Knicks?
This fucking guy, bro. Why do you get me to walk off the set every fucking week, bro?
I'm gonna tell you
Come
why
on.
Boston. I'm gonna tell you why Boston's gonna win in 7.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell you why
thank
Boston's
you,
gonna win in
thank
7.
you.
And I like disagreeing with Joey to get him hot, but Boston's gonna win in 7 because they won game 1. That's all I have to tell you. That game should have been Brooklyn. Broken play,
True,
scramble. Jason Tatum makes a play. Marcus Smart makes a play. Good basketball. They won game 1. That's why they won the series. If Brooklyn would have won game 1, I'd have took Brooklyn in 7. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
I mean, that's a tough argument. Like, that's a fair argument, though, because
Games like that,
games
make or
like
break
that
series.
swing the whole series.
Buzzer beaters, make or break series, especially close series like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see KD putting up another shitter like that again. So
I agree. But I don't see Kyrie dropping 39 on that much of efficient shooting.
I do.
But that's what he's been doing.
See, there you
bro,
go.
he's low.
He's been doing it recently.
Bro, I was
He's
gonna
been doing
say,
it a lot.
bro, you know
been
me.
doing it a lot
You know me, bro.
recently, man.
You.
Let me chime in really quick.
Go ahead.
The reason why he's gonna kill every game, bro, he's in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No, that is.
oh.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
Okay.
But it's not even that. It's not even that.
What I'm saying,
No, that is a fact, though. That is a fact.
he played that way because he can't stand Boston.
No, yeah. He's flipping off the fans the whole fucking game.
He gonna drop 50
He
bands.
got
for
fined.
busting.
He got fined $50K for it. Yeah, he got fined $50K for
Keep
it.
paying it.
But can I tell you why? Okay. If you look at the percentages, Marcus Smart wasn't matched up on him a lot.
No,
Fuck
yeah.
about that fake ass.
They're gonna switch that up.
Bro,
Give a
stop.
fuck about
Bro,
that fake
what?
ass.
Are you
Marcus Smart's
kidding
gonna be
me?
on
Are you
Kyrie.
kidding me? You said fake ass D-point? Bro,
Yes.
Stack, come
Yes.
on now, bro. Come on. Come on now,
It should
bro.
have been
They're gonna
Mikal.
put Mark.
It
Come
should
on,
have
Marcus
now,
Smart
bro.
and Kyrie.
You
It should have been Mikal.
Mikal.
It should have been Mikal.
I thought
It should have
Jaren
been
Jackson
Mikal.
Jr. had a pretty good case for it.
just
I
said
like-
it should
I like
been
that too.
it should have
That's
been
what I
Mikal, as in Mikal Bridges.
No, I don't think it
See.
should have been Bridges, but I do think that there's a few guys that really he could have made a strong argument for.
The reason I'd say that is because, as you just said, Rob Williams is the best statistical big defender. So if you got that defense helping you, really.
Cal's guy who should have
So
got
we're
deep
gonna sit
boy.
here and act like Chris Paul's not one of the best point guard defenders in the league. We're gonna sit here and act like DeAndre Ayton's not a good ass defender as well.
have a very good case for deep boy, which I am happy another guard did get deep boy.
But here's my thing, and I know I could be mistaken, but to me, when I've been listening to ESPN the last 2-3 weeks, Marcus Smart's name never got brought up for Defensive Player of the Year.
Never.
Not one time.
Never.
And then, so then this morning when I saw he got it, I said, wait a second. He wasn't even a candidate all the last 2-3 weeks. I'm glad he got it. He's a great defender, but I'm saying I'm hearing names like Jaren Jackson Jr., Bridges,
It was Jackson and
Robert
Gobert
Williams,
and
Dre,
Gobert.
all these different guys, Rudy Gobert, and then out of
I
nowhere
got
Marcus Smart
I
got
got
it.
the 3 finalists right here because you only get 3 finalists.
No, I know
and
he was a finalist, but I'm
Yeah.
saying when all these conversations were happening, Smart's name wasn't getting brought up.
At all.
Can I not
was
do
shocked. I was
D-boy?
real shocked.
Yeah. So when he got it, I said, "Wait a second,
D-boy.
I wasn't even thinking about him. He's a great defender. He wasn't in these conversations."
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them. I just wanted Mikal to win.
Okay, so since this is such a close series, can I get some from the peanut gallery?
Yeah.
AJ, Boston, Brooklyn. Boston, Brooklyn. What do you got? Who's winning in what game? 6 or 7? Boston in 6. Drew,
I like that.
that's in 6. Kel's got? Boston in 7. Wow, we got
Kels
some-
is the only sane person in this room besides us two because it's definitely going 7.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
It's
If
definitely
the
going
Brooklyn
7.
Nets
It's-
win
I
in
think it's
6.
it's either or. It's Brooklyn or Boston, but it's definitely going 7. It's definitely going 7.
Say that until I see the game tomorrow.
Okay.
Is it tomorrow Wednesday? No, Thursday. When is it supposed to be?
What? What are we talking about? Brooklyn?
No,
It's got to be tomorrow. They
it's
just
got-
played 2
yeah,
days
no,
ago.
yeah,
It's got to be tomorrow.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say 7 until after I see tomorrow. But
Ooh, dirty.
We got
Trey
the
J.
Grizzlies
Can we-
Timberwolves games on.
Can we go to Phoenix now?
Huh?
Can we go to the Phoenix series? You got a lot to say.
Bro,
Suns and foe.
Bro,
That's what I gotta say.
He's really gonna sit here and make a case for the Pelicans right now. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Nah, they got
Go
the
ahead.
nine. We got
Go ahead.
nine.
So wait. Look, I'll set it up. I'll set it up the same way. I'll set it up the same way. Okay. So moving to the Western Conference, we got the first round here. First set of games. We got the 1 seed versus the 8 seed.
Desmond.
We got Phoenix, New Orleans, Suns up 1-0. I think everybody in
Suns
this
in
room
4.
has
Suns in
Suns in
4.
4 except for Swizz.
Suns and 4.
What you got for me, baby?
CJ, yeah. CJ
Sweetie? Shout out.
Shout out CJ Swave.
So I got Phoenix winning the series
Okay.
in 4 games.
So then what the fuck?
But I want to give some respect to the Pelicans.
Okay.
I want to
all
give
right,
some
okay,
respect to the
okay.
Pelicans. Okay?
That's my respect.
They
gotta
made
clap.
they made a big move to get CJ.
Which
okay.
helped me a lot.
And let's be real. If Zion was playing,
That's a fact.
this series would be different.
Right, Suns in 5. Woo. Or Suns in 4. Close game.
I think it would go 6 or
Big
7 with Zion.
It would definitely go 6 or 7.
Bro,
It would definitely
because-
go at least 6. At
Because
least 6.
listen, remember this. I saw this picture. I don't know who posted it. It might have been Kels. Embiid in his first 3 seasons played less games than Zion. And look at Embiid. So we cannot sleep on Zion's greatness. As much as I hate that he's out of shape and posting dunking videos and all that, Zion is a dog. And if he was out there with B.I. and C.J. to spread the floor, it would be a different series. Phoenix hasn't seen a team like that. I have Phoenix winning the NBA championship, so I'm not saying Phoenix is anything worse than great, but they have not seen a team with Zion, B.I., because B.I. is not getting no open looks. because he's the number one option. CJ scored how many points game one? CJ, remember we were watching? He was like 9. He was like his shooting percentage was crazy.
CJ was.
You put Zion out
his
there and
mind
Bi's
in the
getting
plan.
all those elbow jumpers. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. Valanciunas had 18 boards. Like I'm just saying, I like that squad.
That's a fact.
I like that. Last time I watched the Pelicans in the playoffs, I was at AJ's crib, and I was rooting for Drew Holiday. Remember that? We was watching that at your house. I'm just saying. I like
love
the
Drew
Pelicans.
Holiday. I love Drew Holiday.
Okay, we can move on. I just wanted to give some respect to CJ.
So general consensus for the room: Suns and foe.
Yeah.
Suns and foe.
Suns and foe. This is probably gonna be the most interesting series. Dallas, Utah.
That shit not gonna be
Dallas,
interesting.
I got.
The
Listen,
Jazz suck.
What do you mean it's not gonna be interesting?
They shouldn't have won game one. I'm shocked that Jalen Brunson and Spence didn't steal game one as they should have. Well, but like, the Don is coming back. He about
They said
to turn
they
up
said
on
they're
them niggas.
optimistic that he comes back game 3 or 4.
The
They're
Don is
optimistic.
coming back. The Don is coming
bro,
back.
it's clear to me.
The Jazz are breaking down. They can't play no defense. Max, they hit 17 uncontested threes last game. What in the hell was they doing out there? Maxi Kleber was lighting they ass up. Maxi Kleber, my man shot like this. But it was buckets every time. Jalen Brunson, you can't guard me, my colleague. Get off me. And one, he had 40 them hoes. 40. And the Don coming back?
I got Don Chicks
Denver.
doing Don shit. If Luka comes back, I got Dallas. If not, I got Utah. That's as simple as it is to me. Joey, what say you?
Okay.
If he comes back, you got Dallas? Yeah, I'll say that too. If he comes back, but if they lose this next game too.
I don't care if they lose it. If Utah wins, but Lucas comes back healthy game 4, I still got Dallas. Luka will win this series if he.
That
If
is
he
a
plays.
fact. That is a fact. If he doesn't play, I still have Jazz coming out of it.
I got gentlemen's if Luka don't come back. Gentlemen's.
Okay. I didn't finish, so I don't know what the next game.
We
what
should
the
talk
next set
about
of
the one on
games.
TV,
It's
Memphis,
gonna be
Minnesota,
next
because you
one.
know how I feel.
So
Minnesota's been getting disrespected. Disrespected. Name another starting 5.
I like it that they are not.
Starting 5. Forget the whole team.
Okay.
Starting 5.
Okay.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Cat.
Okay.
D. Russell.
They have
That's Cal's boy.
They're a talented team. Talented team.
Anthony
Really
Edwards.
talented. I love it.
And then name me the other 2 starters on them.
Beverly.
And Vando.
Vando. I don't know
You're-
who
yeah,
Vando
you're
is.
lucky.
Jerry Vanderbilt.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They got
Back,
D Russ
back,
playing.
back.
They got D Russ playing the 2. Yeah, that's questionable.
Any of those boys could go off for
Questionable.
30.
They both like. I bet him and AE probably share about him on duties. Or him and Pasto.
Don't be shocked
Yeah.
if that series goes 6 or 7.
It will. It will.
Don't be shocked.
It will.
Oh
it
no,
will.
it'll go 7,
Yeah,
but I
it's
got
the
Memphis
hood
coming
finals.
out.
The
I got
hood
Memphis
finals.
coming out.
Listen,
Memphis and 6.
and why is it going to go 7? Because who came back?
Boy Ja. Shout out to my boy
Dylan
Ja.
Brooks, the playoff demon.
Not Dylan.
He's the Beverly of the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks.
No.
He's a dirty dog.
The Beverly of the Grizzlies is Steven fucking Adams.
No, it's big Steve Adams.
Let's be honest.
That's different.
Big
It's
Steve's
a different
fucking
position.
goat.
Because Jared Jackson Jr. can hold his own.
No, that's a fact.
We know that.
No, that's a
Well, he led
fact.
the lead in blocks, right? Is
throw
that
them-
correct?
he throw them
Am I
things.
correct for that?
Going, though,
He
game
throw them
one, he
things.
did get-
He throw them things.
But, game 1, they was on ish. the Timberwolves was on shit. Get what?
So next set of games, next round or next series. I always forget the fucking word. Denver, Golden State.
Warriors
Golden
and foe.
State's up
Dubs and foe.
2-0.
Dubs and foe. Dubs and foe. The Nuggets
yeah,
are so
If Jokic
trash,
wins
like,
one game, then good for him. And I
that would
give
be
him
crazy. Yeah,
But
that would be crazy.
that
'cause,
team
like,
without Murray and Michael Porter, they
have
can't compete.
Nothing like that.
When you got Poole,
No guard play.
when you got Poole playing like that, when you got Thompson playing
It's a
like that,
pool
when you got
party.
Curry playing like that. I mean, let's be honest. These guys are winning the fucking championship again. It's just
Relax.
Pool
It's just a fact.
party.
All I'm saying is Pesci's been
like
saying
Phoenix.
Pesci's been saying it since the fucking preseason. Golden State was taking the fucking finals, and guess what? Guess what? I'm standing on it. They're still taking it. It's gonna be Golden State and Boston, and it's gonna go 7, and Steph Curry's gonna hit a buzzer beater to win the fucking finals. Stop playing.
Stanley,
Stop
let me ask you
playing.
this.
Check
Let me
these.
ask you this.
Check the fucking
I gotta
receipts.
get on 'em.
Check the receipts.
What do you see having a better chance of happening? Golden State, Boston, or Phoenix, Miami? You could be honest. You could break my heart. That's fine. I just want to know because I'm going to survey the room on this one.
Wait. I'm thinking how the bracket's set up real quick. Let me think about that real quick. So, the first one would be who's the 4 seed? So they will have to play the Jazz. The Suns have to play the Jazz or the Mavs.
Boston plays Milwaukee next
They
round.
will bust their ass. I mean, Boston get off the first round first, but we already passed that one.
You're so
and
garbage. Oh god.
I could see the Heat Suns being more like.
AJ, what about you? What's more realistic, Heat,
Yeah.
Suns, or Warriors, Celtics?
He's saying Heat Suns as if they're both not the 1 seed.
Okay,
So it
but
would be
okay,
easy.
no, don't do that.
Just saying. Just saying.
He got real. He got real.
Who the fuck you standing up on, motherfucker? What's
We
up?
all know in
What's
this
up?
room, the Heat are not the favorites to come out the East, and they're not even the second favorites. It's everyone's saying Milwaukee, Boston,
Did they not?
Philly.
Did they not?
Do not.
Did they not win the most games though? Are they not the 1 seed though? Are they not the 1 seed though?
No.
Are they not
You're disrespecting the
are they
game of
not
basketball.
Are they not the 1 seed? Are they?
We all know the truth.
Are they not the
Yes,
1
Miami's the 1 seed.
Okay.
But so was Utah. But so was Utah a couple years ago.
When was Utah the
Utah
one
was the
seed?
1 seed, and nobody had Utah coming. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Game.
Utah was the 1 seed, and nobody was like, Utah's winning the championship.
Utah booty butt Jazz.
Come
When
on,
was
bro.
Utah
Come
ever
on.
the 1 seed?
They were.
When?
2 years ago.
Thank you. Gospel.
Last year,
Man of the Lord.
The year before,
Glory to God.
Jazz. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz. They won like 60 games or something. I don't know, but they were the 1
These
seed.
are their last 5 years, you fuck. When did they ever won 60 games? This is the coach on the hot seat take.
Make me look at it.
Come on now,
Hold
bro.
on, Stanley. Hold on.
Is this not what it was,
Put
though?
them up! Put your dukes up!
Fucking go, motherfucker. I'm not fucking playing with you.
Bullshit fake notes mean something?
Fake notes. They're more notes than you've ever had in your fucking life for any of these
All I do
fucking
is take
shows.
notes!
Where?
They're in my book bag!
Where?
Stop the cap.
Thank you, Drew!
Wow, Drew got
It's a gray Nike bag!
Just because he held up a book bag
Two
doesn't-
strap! Adjustable!
just
5 pockets! Zippers are on point. There's a little
real,
stain
for
on the
real.
bottom, but that's it. Oh, thank you.
Just because he held up a book bag doesn't mean that there's a
And
notebook
guess what?
with notes in
You ready
it.
for this, Drew? San Fran's going to the Super Bowl next year out the West. Yeah. Let's go. We're on the hype now. Yeah. We are the Commanders. They're winning the East. I'm telling you.
I didn't know.
Dallas
I came
lost
out here to
Cooper. It's
some
clipped.
bullshit.
It's over. Zeke's got 4 broken bum knees, and he's done.
Let's do a receipt right now.
Do it.
Put a $100 bet on that.
I really
I'm
can't
straight on
believe-
that. I'm good on that.
You know you're not gonna put no money on the Commanders
I'm
when
good
it
on
comes
that.
out. 'Cause
I'm
you
good
know-
on that.
'cause you know why? Because they got Carson Wentz's bum ass, bro. When are you gonna
They
give
didn't
up on
win
him?
60 games, but they were first because it was a 72-game season.
Thank you. So stop talking if you don't know
You
what you're
say-
talking
no,
about.
no, let me
See, like,
See.
yeah, they were the one, like, yeah, this last
Nobody
year.
was like, "Oh, Utah's dangerous. Utah's
last
gonna win the
year, see.
championship this year."
Number one. They had one game over the Suns last year.
Thank you.
They didn't.
Google me, Chuck.
That was last year. I forgot. My bad. My fault.
So, but you gonna get all
Last year.
emotional if you don't remember. Then just disagree, but don't
I-
get
bro,
hot. We just got hot
Because
you said
I've
I was crazy.
because I knew that they've never won 60 games. So at no point in time did I ever think that anybody in the West had a season where nobody won 60 games.
It was a short season.
It was a short season, so that's
big
what
reason why.
That's what it
And they
was.
won 52, right?
Yes, sir. 52 and
Hey,
10 less
bro,
games.
Listen, I'll give it
10
to
less
you.
games.
I'll give it to you. All right. So
So Knicks and foe. That's what we been
fuck the
saying.
Knicks, bro. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck. When are you gonna give up on them?
Randall,
Wh-
get a right hand.
who
I've
are you
been
gonna
saying
give
it
up
all
on for-
year. Get a right hand.
Who are you gonna give up on first, the Knicks or Carson Wentz?
I've already given up on Carson Wentz since he left Philly.
So then,
I like Ron Riverboat Rivera, and I think that if Dallas keeps Mike McCarthy, they're wasting years because they're not winning a Super Bowl with McCarthy.
that is
you.
a fact.
That's the problem.
But even
If
with
you guys
Mike
get
McCarthy,
Sean Payton, I got Cowboys winning the Super Bowl done.
If Sean Payton would have came to us, definitely would have changed
Last year, you guys would have been in the Super Bowl.
That's damn near a fact.
Even if they keep,
I told him that.
even if they keep Mike McCarthy, I will give you my left leg if the Commanders win more games than them.
I think there'll be a first-round bounce, but they'll win the division. That's what I'm saying.
If they win more games than the Dallas Cowboys and win the division, fuck it. I'll give you my right leg. I'll give you my good leg.
That's a good leg.
Not the good leg.
Not the good leg.
That's confidence.
The good leg.
Almost as confident as the Utah never won first place in the
Zinger.
All right, so he's.
All right, Joe. No, actually, you're doing real good today. What is the next thing you want to talk about?
All
You're doing
right,
good.
so listen, because he knows I never do good. So it's playoff basketball. So you know what that means. It is NBA award time as well.
It's award season.
I have a couple of hot takes here.
Okay.
We're gonna start off this segment doing Coach of the Year.
Okay, I like it.
Right now, I believe the finalists are Monty Williams, the Grizzlies head coach. I always forget his name.
Jenkins.
Chris Finch, I think.
And who is it? No, I'm pretty sure it's the Grizzlies.
Okay, so
It's Jenkins.
I was thinking about
Something
the Timberwolves
Jenkins.
I was like, am I tweaking? I'm like, Finch.
And then the Cavs coach.
Also, it's not the Timberwolves coach.
No, those were the three finalists on NBA.com.
If anybody disagrees with Memphis's coach winning it, then I'm done talking to you.
Big
Pack
Taylor.
your shit and get
Big Taylor. Big Janky.
Listen.
Janky.
Okay, so again, I have a lot of hot takes for these segments.
Please don't give me some crazy nonsense.
I have Monty Williams winning Coach of the Year. Only four. They were 11-6 without Chris Paul this year, and his system had Cameron Payne looking like a fucking. He looked like fucking the second coming of Chris Paul.
What was the
wrong?
Memphis record without Ja?
Am I wrong?
Done. Next. That's it. That's all you need to hear.
But did anybody on Memphis look that good? Like that's what I'm saying. That's
Thank you.
Bro,
Yeah?
you just made my point.
yeah. Okay.
Desmond Bain
Okay.
made a big jump. He hit a big
Okay.
jump for the first second year.
Okay.
Bro, they were playing without Dylan Brooks all year. And then Ja missed, 20 games?
Yeah, I got it.
Come on,
Y'all got
man. Come on, man.
Not a big deal.
Got it.
Come on, man.
Not the dill pickle.
Come on, man.
Chris Paul missed 17, and they still won the most games.
Official
in the league.
update, Miami is up now 2-0 in the series. They won 115. Oh, I can't wait to see this Pelicans game. CJ about the ball. Career high? Wait. Playoff career high?
48. Shout out Jimmy. I think he had that in him. No kids. No
Is it a
kids.
playoff career high or just a career high?
No kids.
Oh, okay.
I think he had that. After that finals run where he was, bent over the scores thingy. I think he had that in him. That's what I'm saying. Like,
48?
not lying.
I mean, for Jimmy Butler, yeah, it's 45. Yeah, because
Shout out
Jimmy
my boy
Butler doesn't
Chuck.
shoot a lot of threes, so that's hard for him to do. Yeah, that's hard for him to do.
I was not expecting that from him. Shout out.
All right. Okay.
My boy Bam. I really like Bam. I've been a
Okay,
fan of
Joe,
him since
next
Kentucky.
award, most improved. I think that's the most controversial.
Oh,
Stay there for a minute, because what is Trae Young going to do? They were in the East Finals, Conference Finals.
fluky.
Who you telling? I know.
Fluky.
Because why? Because the reason that they're going to go out bad like they are is because Capella's not there. If Capella was playing, I could see Atlanta winning, making it a 6 or 7 game series. Without Capella, they got nobody in the interior. Gallinari's past his prime. He can't.
And then John Collins.
John
just
Collins
came back.
is
His first game back.
He's coming off injury, but he's also more like skinny, lengthier. He's more of a more athletic
Shout out to the
defender.
sleeve, Jimmy.
Whereas Capella's like, I got the paint. I got the paint.
45 points, 15 for 25, 4 for 7 from 3. Yakking that MF, yo. Crazy.
So, most improved because I got hot.
Well, go ahead.
Spicy
You go
takes.
first. Go ahead.
Who are the finalists? They announced the finalists. Ja Poole,
Jonte Murray,
and DeJounte Murray.
No, it was
and
not
Darius
Poole.
Garland.
It was Garland.
Okay, that's my
Murray,
hot take.
Poole. I mean, in Murray.
Out of those three, I would take Garland. Darius Garland. Out of Garland, Morant, and DeJounte Murray. To me, DeJounte Murray shouldn't have even been a finalist. No, most improved. I think that Jordan Poole should have been in there before him, and it's not close. That's my opinion. DeJounte Murray's on a shit team. Joey will tell you that because he had them as one of the top 5 worst rosters before the season started. Somebody's got to score the basketball.
The Spurs.
Somebody's got to score the basketball. They're playing 82 games. Somebody's got to score. DeJounte Murray had some triple-doubles, scored some points. I watched him in the All-Star game. It just looked like a guy who shouldn't have been there. That's where I'm at.
Now, what I'm about to say may be kind of shocking, but I didn't think Ja deserved to be in the most improved race because he was the second pick. I was kind of expecting him to take a jump sooner than later because, if Tatum would have did the same thing, I don't think he would have been in there because, making that jump from first to second or second to first to second, second to third, you're expected to make those type of jumps. Mm-hmm. But, Mr. Jordan Poole, it's a pool party, the 28th pick, you was not expecting that. You wasn't expecting this jump from him. So I feel like he should have been in there over Ja, but I would have DeJounte winning it.
Okay.
Because,
We're staying on this, but I just got a request from a fan to say something funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say, if you guys haven't already seen on my Facebook, my boy Joey came out with the fly out. He was finessing. My boy was drunk as hell, playing darts, hitting nothing. We got abused on the dartboard, but technically we won because they forfeit. But we won because they forfeit. Because they forfeit. All right, you already know what it is. You already know if you guys want the 2-on-2 in darts, you see what it is. Swizz and Pesci.
Catch me on a
Get
night,
here.
Catch me on a night that I'm not 8 shots of ground and 7 mixed
Joe's going up to me after every shot, bro. We got to take a shot. It's been a minute. We just took one. I was off my ass too, though. But shout out to the fans. I ain't gonna say who, but
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Shout out to the gyms that I had after that party too. I ended up making my way to gyms and
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Shout out. If you know, you know. Shout out. Yeah, that gym was fucking slapping.
If you guys would have seen the drunk text I got from Joey that night, I almost had to just turn my phone off because I said if I keep responding to him, he's gonna want. After
the last one, I put my phone down. I was like, yeah, I gotta go to fucking bed. I had a good ass night, man. I don't give a fuck.
Some iconic ass pictures for sure.
I had a good ass night.
Joey was getting some requests. Anyway, going back, you said you don't think John Morant should have been eligible. I respect that. Now, can you elaborate a little further?
Because it's like at first, second pick overall, of course, and then halfway through the year, there was like, oh, MVP. I don't think you should just take him from out the MVP and just automatically throw him in the MIP because he wasn't in the MVP discussion. Yeah, had a great jump, led the NBA in points per points per game with 16. No one saw the Grizzlies doing this, but
agreed.
I did expect him to make a jump because they were the 9th seed last year. They went in Golden State and beat the Warriors. Granted, the Warriors didn't have Clay, but they still did it. And then first game of the playoffs, he put 40 on the Jazz and they were the 1 seed. So I'm like, oh, of course he's gonna come. He's gonna be better. So it's not like it was unexpected, most improved type stuff. This is more like he did it. We'll just throw him in there type of thing.
Yeah. What do you think, Pesci?
I'm not gonna pull out my notes, but I had Jordan Poole winning most improved. Even though he wasn't a finalist, I'm actually surprised that both you guys said Poole, because as I was writing that shit down, I was like, damn, he really had a way better year than all of these guys. Like when you look at what Steph was able to do and when Clay came back and how well he played with both of those guards back in that lineup,
so seamless.
I think it really is like the Splash trio right now.
It really is a pool party.
Yeah, no, but for shits and giggles, for actually picking one out of the 3 finalists, I did pick Ja only because of the significant points per game increase compared to everybody else. Okay. All of his other statistical categories, with the exception of his assists, went up. So all of his shooting percentages went up, and obviously, they won more games. So I did pick Ja for my most improved out of the 3 finalists. But
respect that, I
Jordan
respect
Poole
that.
definitely deserved
Yeah,
it
for-
more than anybody on that list.
Yeah,
But you know what? I just don't like the candidates. Like whoever wins, like how do to me, DeWante Murray, bro. Like Andrew Wiggins, he made the All-Star team, and I hate Wiggins. I do not like Wiggins. I think he shouldn't have made the All-Star team. But I'm saying Wiggins made the All-Star game this
If I
year.
slap him with this,
I'm
car
saying
bottle,
though,
would you-
bro, Drew, you feel me on that?
It wouldn't break.
Wiggins.
It wouldn't break. We'd be all right.
How is he
We'd
not
be
in,
all
in the
right.
conversation for most improved if he just made the All-Star team? He ain't rocking with it. Drew says I'm shot too, but we knew.
Because as soon as he
I mean, I respect that.
Because
take.
as soon as he made the All-Star team, I think like he fell off the fucking cliff, and he averaged like 4 points a game for the
Okay.
next like 10 games.
Okay.
After.
I think it was because Draymond wasn't there.
Draymond holds that fucking team together, and he's
Okay.
always held
I
that team
love-
together.
Okay, what about
He's
what
always
about
held that team
what
together.
about,
I
okay,
love
but what
Draymond
about
so
Jaren
much.
Jackson Jr. in the year he's had? What about Bane
Trey Jackson.
in the jump that he made? It wasn't just Ja who made a jump.
Yeah,
Bane made a
that's
jump.
another reason.
Jaren
That
Jackson
whole
Jr.
team
made a
big
jump.
too.
Okay.
That also goes into why he should have been because that whole team.
And that's and then well, how do you feel about DeWante Murray? And I'm not trying to hate on him. I love him. He's a good young guy to build around. But I'm just being honest. If he was on any other team with some players, he wouldn't be putting up nearly those numbers.
No.
Not even
No,
close.
I don't know if you guys heard this, but you know him and your GOAT, Mr. MJ, are the only 2 guards to have averaged 28 and 8 and 2 steals. That's crazy. Like I did not expect him to come out being able to impact the game, rebounding, passing. I knew he could do it defensively because he made all defensive second team the year
Stanley,
towards ACL.
Stanley, if I asked Markel right
all
now,
that.
name 5 starters, all 5 starters from San Antonio, I guarantee he couldn't name more than 2.
Ask him name 5 stars from the Lakers. He may not get it. That doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter.
We all know the starters
Doesn't
from the
matter,
Lakers because they're
okay?
all big names who suck.
It doesn't
But, like,
matter.
I'm just saying.
Damn.
Doesn't matter, okay? It was like he upgraded his game a lot. He was like potentially looking at that. Look, they were going to trade him in the offseason. Potentially, there was rumors about they may trade him. He doubled down. Was like, hey, I'm here. I'm gonna upgrade my game. I'm gonna impact the game in every way. You know, we're gonna build around me. Hopefully, you know, DeJounte to the Wizards. Hopefully, it can happen sooner or later. But hey,
Bro,
man.
nobody wants to go to fucking Washington, bro.
Honestly, it's like everything there is toxic 24/7.
Nobody wants to go
like
to
the New York
Coming
Washington.
from a
Knicks.
Knicks fan, everything is toxic in DC.
I can tell you.
Get the fuck
I
out
can
of here. Get the fuck out of
If
here.
anybody can tell you what toxic looks like, it's this fucking guy.
Okay,
It's this guy.
There's nothing toxic in DC, but yeah, Johnson made a big step. Help the Spurs actually get in the play-in. 'Cause you said it yourself, right? He said that they were a top 5 worst roster, right?
He did.
And they made the
On
play-in,
record.
right? And they
On
made the
record.
play-in.
Yes.
He had that. That's
On record.
Okay, but they only won 33 games, right?
playing
33 and 49 or something. I mean, that's
That's
terrible.
Hey, nah,
In the West,
You can't blame me for what the NBA did. Okay, they made the play-in. Okay,
they would have made it out of the plan. I
that'd
could
been
have
crazy.
gave them some
That'd
respect.
have been crazy.
But they got abused. They didn't lose. They got abused, Stanley.
But
They
that's
got
what- that's his-
abused.
but that's
If
his
DeWante
point,
Murray
though.
was like
That's his
that
point,
guy,
though.
he would have made it close. They got abused.
That's his
Stanley.
point. Is they got nobody else.
What was
so
it, a
he has to
25
score.
clip? How bad was we were watching that
it
game?
was
CJ
bad.
was
No,
lighting
it was
their
bad.
ass up.
CJ went like 9 for 11 in like 10 minutes that we watched. Like it was
Bro,
fucking
I'm
ridiculous.
telling you,
it was
they got
ridiculous.
Banged on bad.
No, it was
Make
bad.
it close for me, and especially if you got pop, make it close for me. That was too much of a blowout for me.
Yeah.
I hate to hate on guys. I don't like to hate on any players, but for him to be in that conversation over a pool, to me is disrespectful.
I'm hating on people.
AJ, listen, we're all understanding that you have a little animosity towards me.
I don't have no answer.
All right.
I just want you to say what you mean to be what you
They got murder
And I
beef,
mean-
y'all. They got murder beef.
No, I said I don't like to hate against players. I do. Listen, we already know about Lamar Jackson, but I'm just saying.
I was about to say, because I was definitely
I know you are. I know you are.
I was about to go there.
You hate,
I mean, we can talk about it.
You fucking hate Lamar
We can pull up
Jackson.
the number.
Nah, bro.
I don't hate Lamar
why?
because guess what? Joey will tell you this. Who is the biggest Lamar Jackson fan at Louisville? This guy. And then he comes in the NFL halfway through the year. He becomes a star. I'm like, all right. I've seen it. I'm like, all right, cool. Playoff game. Got abused. I'm like, now I'm a little worried. Second year. Balling out.
MVP.
Playoff game, same thing. Got abused. Like, ooh, now we got question marks. Third year. Won the playoff game, but he had terrible numbers.
Did you hear our comment from the crowd? No receivers.
Bro, no receivers.
That's what I heard. I
Pick your
heard that.
pick.
I heard
How often do you get teams like the Buccaneers who have a full team? or the Rams who have a full team. Every team's got weaknesses. The Ravens that year had one of the top 5 defenses in the league. So they didn't have no receivers. Okay? They went and picked up Sammy. They got Hollywood in the draft. You know, they're trying. They have Andrews, who's a top
Mark
5 tight
Andrews,
end. And they have these 2 running backs who are hurt. I'm not putting nothing on last year on Lamar. I told you, if Lamar would have played the whole year, they would have went to the playoffs. They would have probably won the division.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But Lamar was hurt. That's not on Lamar.
Right.
But I'm saying, if you can't show me something in the playoffs, I got nothing for you. Cleveland. I told Joey, Cleveland's not making it out of the plan. Doesn't matter who they were playing. Because regular season don't matter. But I hold guys accountable for the playoff performances. And that's where I'm at with Lamar Jackson. I want him to be good. But until he shows me that, I can't put him above Josh Allen. I can't put him above Mahomes. Even Joe Burrow now just had a Super Bowl run. I can't put him against these guys.
I don't think anybody's putting Lamar over any
I bet
of
you a
those
lot of
guys.
people are putting up over Joe Burrow, though.
I mean,
a lot of people are, and I'm not.
Yeah. Well, he's got an MVP under his belt.
Yes, sir. John Morant.
Oh, my boy.
He said since when?
Stack's been a
Since
So-
Washington was bad.
No. They've been back for a minute. So I remember one night I was scrolling on Twitter. I'm still a Wizards fan.
Big Pour. Shout out Big Pour.
Shout out Big Pour. Shout out Kuz Mania. I can wait till Kuz come back. We need a fucking point guard. Once we get a point guard and get some defense, watch the fuck out. Now back to this Grizzlies.
Once we get a point guard, once we get some defense, once we get some good ass players, once we get a good
Wait
ass
till we get a new coach, a new starting five, and a new owner. We're going
We
it.
don't need none of that. We need some defense. We don't need none of that. Okay.
Trust the process.
So yeah, one night I was on Twitter, just scrolling. I see some athletic African American kid bang on somebody off an ESPN post. It was John Morant in college. He had like 35, 9, and like 4 that night. I was like, yo, this kid's gonna be a star. And then I was like, I'm gonna follow him. Then the March Madness camera. I filled out a bracket, took Murray State all the way, like all the way. I was like, oh, bet. I was happy as hell when we went to the Grizzlies. Like, oh, Mike Conley got traded, packed his fucking bags. He'll come in, take over, and then he been hooping ever since.
Shout out to Mike Conley. That's my guy.
John Morant's a bucket. All right. So what other awards we got? We got 6 man. Right now the final.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero.
I wrote down all the stats, and after I wrote down Tyler Heroes, I was like, I don't even have to do this. So I really don't even have to fucking do this. Like, he's averaging 20 off the bench. He's averaging 25 and 5.
Tyler Hero.
Crazy.
For a guard off the bench. 25 and 5.
I think he's the best natural scorer on the Heat, honestly. Tyler Hero. Like the best natural scorer.
So what's the other award? MVP, right?
Jimmy Butler. But
I could say he's a scorer, but I won't say he's a natural scorer.
I agree with you. I feel like Jimmy Butler, his isn't as like smooth.
Yeah, like Tyler Hero.
He goes and gets a bucket.
Yeah,
he
Tyler-
works for a bucket. Tyler Hero is like I said. I
Tyler
can agree
Hero
with that.
gets
I can
one
agree
of
with
his
that.
spots though. Tyler Hero's a shooter. He like people find him. Where like you said, Jimmy Butler's gotta go work for.
come and
He's a
take
pure
over that whole
bucket.
second
Jimmy
unit,
Butler's a
dog.
pure bucket. That's what that is. It's a pure
In
bucket.
terms of a smooth stroke, getting a bucket.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
can
know.
Tyler Hero create his own shot off the dribble?
yeah.
As good as Jimmy Butler though?
He's averaging 20 off the bench, like you just said, man.
No, thank you.
Yo,
Thank you. You guys are already
Bro,
fuck.
Listen, that's a
You
bold
guys are-
statement right now in his career. So I
He
would
might be able.
disagree with
He
you
might
right
be
now.
able to
But
create
in
a
terms of
3-point shot better than
what
Jimmy
looks
Butler.
more natural, like what looks easier to the two players, I would say looks easier for Tyler Hero.
Because he's
right
found
now.
his spots. That's what I'm saying.
MVP.
Alright.
We already know who you got.
Yoke.
Everybody
LeBron.
in this room has Nikola
Yoke.
Jokic.
Yoke.
Now, is there anybody here? Do either one of you want to make an argument for Embiid? Because I think it's a good argument to have. Because a lot of people have been talking about Embiid. Here's my problem. All right. I don't care what anybody says because I've heard the people who make the votes say on record that record matters for MVP. They've said that. Okay. So with that knowledge being out there, Jokic was 6th seed this year. 6th seed. The 6th seed with nobody. Murray didn't play the full year. Porter, he might have played like 6 games or something,
It
but
was like the first 7 games.
basically he didn't play the full year either. Gordon came into his own a little bit, I'm not going to lie, towards the second half of the year, but still.
Yeah, but even then though, bro, he only averages like 11.
Yeah.
Like, he's got like
Okay.
So Jokic won that many games with the Nuggets. Embiid, I think that you could make that argument in terms of team because Ben Simmons didn't play. But if you look at the statistics and take record out of it, because I think they're similar, I'm saying. Like the Phillies, what, the three seed?
4.
4 seed.
Philly's the 4 seed, Denver's the 6 seed. It's not a big gap. So
It's
you
a
go down
3-game
to
difference.
statistics.
Literally, it's a
Yeah.
3-game difference.
So
between
if you
all
go to the
3
statistics, Jokic has better numbers. And when I do numbers, in terms of just adding them up, I go total. Points, rebounds, assists, blocks. Add that number up and subtract the turnovers, and that's your number. His number is much better than Embiid's. Okay? That's why I think he should get MVP.
Okay.
Joker.
That's
Should get it, period.
that's a.
He got 2,000 points, bro.
I mean,
Season, bro.
I'm not like people do that, but it's like
Nah, but
with
for him
them,
to do it,
they literally have nobody. We're seeing it now in this Warrior series. Like, he's just out there doing everything. That's how he's getting frustrated because he's like he has to do everything on offense.
He doesn't have a Tyrese Maxey.
He doesn't have any like.
He doesn't have a
doesn't
lockdown
have
defender in
anybody.
Tybalt.
Yeah, he's got nobody.
And he doesn't have, obviously now, it was a midseason, but he also has James Harden, not to mention. So Jokic has nobody. He has nobody. There's nobody on the
He's
team
got DeMarcus Cousins.
who plays like 14 minutes off the bench.
Yeah.
And I don't even count
can't
DeMarcus
even play
Cousins
together,
anymore.
so-
That's the only name.
You know, like they're like it's like when Jokic plays, they're like a 60. They're on pace for like 60 wins. When he doesn't play, they're on pace for like 19 wins. That's another reason.
Yes.
To help them, 'cause, like,
Can I ask you a very serious question?
yes, sir.
And I want to get all of your opinions on it. I'm not going to convince you one way or the other. So after I say it, I'm just going to drop it and let you guys discuss it.
I
Okay?
already know what he's gonna say, and I'm about to walk off the set. I already know.
Okay. If you could choose between these two teams,
Oh, I'm excited for this one. Which teams? 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 I can hear her. I don't know how.
right, it's a very loud whisper.
Right.
Loud
He
whisper.
said, I'm a whisper in his ear. So what we gonna do is okay.
Joe's in line at the bank like, I'm about to rob this motherfucker. Don't tell
I'm about to
nobody.
rob this motherfucker.
Okay. So if you look at the Dallas Mavericks roster and you take Luka Doncic
Luka.
off of it, okay? Now compare that roster to the Houston Rockets roster
No.
right now if you took Jalen Green off of it. Which roster would you rather have?
The Mavericks.
Is it not even fucking close, bro? Is it not even close?
Want to know why? You
I
took
wanna
Jalen
know
Green
why.
off. The only thing I would want, well, one of the two things I would want is like, it's either I would
Is
want
it not
Green
even close?
or KPJ, and it's like, other than that,
Now,
Christian Wood.
You got this bullshit ass
He's
argument that you're trying to
older.
make, and nobody's gonna agree with it.
He's older than their timeline by a couple years. It's crazy.
what do you like about the Mavericks roster without Luka?
Jalen Brunson,
Okay,
their defense,
their defense.
their shot making ability, as we've just seen, and I've literally just said they fit 17
If-
uncontested
If
threes.
Dallas
That's a lot.
played any other team than Utah, who's in a full season collapse, do you know what Utah's record is since the All-Star break?
Okay, give
500. They're
I know
absolutely
that's the
collapsing.
Utah
Okay,
booty budget,
if
that's
they
for a
played
reason.
even the 8th Pelicans, they would get swept. Mavericks would get swept
By the-
against any other team that made the playoffs other than Utah. Because Utah is in a full-blown collapse between coaching, which Joey said before the season. We knew that. And then Gobert and Donovan Mitchell do not even like each other.
Yeah, that's
Gobert,
Bro,
you know
he's
how many
been
how
trying to
much
make
film
this
I've seen?
argument to me for the last 2 weeks, and
Bro,
I've
it's
told him
Reggie
he's out of
Bullock,
his fucking mind.
Dinwiddie, Brunson, Maxi
hate Spencer
Keebler's
Dinwiddie.
getting minutes. These guys are
Torrey
bums.
Finney-Smith.
Dorian Finney-Smith. Look at Houston. You take Jalen Green off. You said Kevin Porter Jr., Christian Wood. Who's that other young boy?
Sengun,
It's another junior.
Jay Gup,
Fan,
Kenyon
listen,
Martin Jr.
Yes,
I want to
Kenyon
let
Martin
everybody
Jr.
know right now that Swizz tried to tell me that
And Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon.
Swizz tried to tell me
Eric Gordon.
that Jalen Green is not going to be an All-Star. However, Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr.
He keeps going back
are
to that part of the argument. Because I told him that I copped a plea on that. I said,
now you copped the plea? You ain't tell me you copped the plea.
On that part of the argument, yes, I did.
But he tried to tell me that Christian Wood's going to be a
my
top-tier
God.
defender and Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be an all-star before Jalen
Listen,
Green.
and this is, you want to know why I said it?
Tell me why, please.
I was upset because what he said in his press conference, post-game press conference interview.
Well, I'm a bucket.
Yeah. I don't like that. You're a rookie and you're the worst team in the league.
He's a
That's the only
bucket.
reason I had a problem with it.
He's a
But I
bucket.
copped the plea. He's balling, and I wouldn't be shocked if he became an all-star.
Bucket.
If your team's last in the league,
He's a fan favorite, probably. He's going to be a fan favorite sooner or later. That's why he's going to make it.
I just look at Houston's overall team, and I think that I'd rather have that supporting cast than Dallas' supporting cast. That was my huge argument. If you disagree, that's fine. I like Jalen Brunson. He carried them to a win. But again, it was only because it was against Utah. If they played Denver, they'd probably get swept without Luka. If they played Golden State, they'd get swept. Memphis, Minnesota, Phoenix, any of these teams, they'd get swept without Luka. It's Luka and the nobodies. Brunson is a really good point guard.
Can't wait for him to get paid. That bag gonna be
But
nice.
if your number two is... Who do you think the number two on that team is? On Dallas.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay. He was making the argument that Dinwiddie is a better number two than Kevin Porter Jr., and I said, you're out of your damn mind. That's what I said. I'd rather have Kevin Porter Jr. as my number two if I had to choose between him and fucking Dinwiddie.
That's true, yes.
Okay.
I'm saying that because I have a bad taste in my mouth from Spencer Dinwiddie.
Obviously.
Because he robbed us.
Minnesota in 7 now, if Josh.
Why do you have to say something? No.
We can drop it though.
Get
I just
better-
wanted to
get
I just wanted to hear someone else's opinion on it.
All right, bro. Let's wrap this shit up, man.
Tears
My blood pressure's through the roof right now, man. We
didn't do Rookie of the Year.
I gotta get the
We didn't
fuck
do
out of
Rookie
here.
of the Year.
All right.
Motorcade.
Rookie of the year
Motorcade.
right now. The three
Motorcade.
finalists are Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, and Evan Mobley.
I need to get a K jersey. That
The
boy
only reason
nice.
why I picked
That
Scotty
boy
Barnes
nice.
is because they went 48 and 34. That's the only reason. He had a little bit better numbers in a couple of different categories. Like he had more rebounds than Cade. He only had 2 less points. He shot better from the floor by a lot. He only shot 1% less from the three. And then Mobley, I can't really give Mobley anything in this because he had less points. He's a big, so he averages only 1 more rebound. He averages a way worse free throw percentage, way not worse field goal, or not way better than Barnes, but he's got a way better percentage than Cade. But he's only got Barnes beat by 0.8% in field goal percentage, and then they won less games. So I got Scotty Barnes.
I could say the Cavs probably lost less game because they did lose Jared Allen. If they didn't,
Oh
they
yeah,
would definitely have more
and
wins.
Rubio was playing out of his fucking mind for them too. So when he went down, they definitely
they pack his bags for
Yeah.
careless squirt.
yeah. He was
I'll
was
take
hooping
Cade only
in
because
Cleveland.
Cade did what he did in the second half of the season.
He went up
Scotty-
against. He went toe to toe
Oh.
with stars, like
Yeah, no.
stars, and that's crazy. Like
Because you know
for
it's all
rookie
a
to
lot
do
of
that?
these awards have to do with momentum.
Yeah.
And Cade's first half of the season was super quiet, but then he balled
He picked
out the
it up
second
crazily,
half.
crazily.
Where Scotty Barnes, he was getting a lot of momentum, like in the
Early,
early towards the
yeah.
middle, and he's not cooled down, but a little bit if you look statistically towards the end. So I would say Cade, but it's close. I think Scotty Barnes had a real good year. Mobley, yeah, it's hard for me to case for Mobley,
Yeah,
just because those two guys. Mobley had a good year too, though.
Yeah, Mobley had a great
Yeah,
year, but
Mobley helped the Cavs defense a lot. Helped
Yeah.
them out a lot.
Barnes and Cade, it's hard to even talk about Mobley. You know. So, all right, I got one thing that I want to push to the fans for tomorrow. Tomorrow-
I have my big question. Ooh, forgot
Oh wait,
about that.
you want to do your question first?
Yeah.
All right.
So I wanted to bring this up earlier. We're talking about the Nets, Celtics, because talking about Kyrie and how great of a player he is. And recently, there's been a lot of discussion with, skilled players and Kyrie's being the most skilled and whatnot. Is defense a skill? That is the question.
Yeah, defense is a skill.
Yeah, I'd say so because when you look at guys who's mastered the art of defense, like Mutombo, Jordan, Gary Payton, debatable,
My boy.
fucking
My boy.
very debatable.
My boy. My boy.
Let's get on the fucking
My boy.
court first. Let's get on the fucking. let's get on the fucking court first, guys. But whatever. Either way, when you got guys like that have perfected defense, you know what I mean. What you say? Oh yeah, no shit, I can't guard him. You can't guard me though. So what's up?
Ooh.
All right then.
It got real.
It
got real.
You want me to turn the camera on? You say you ain't want to be on camera. You want me to turn the camera on so they can see your face? Yeah, you want the fans to see
He said
this?
you self-check.
You want the
We
fans
gonna
to see this
we gonna have to
interaction?
go to the gym soon.
You want to come up
go
here?
to the gym soon.
You want to come up here?
Get
What
that
happened
one.
last time we went to the gym? I was a walking bucket the last day we went to the gym. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted because there's 2 eyewitnesses. I was scatting shit the last time we went to the gym. What is he doing? Exactly. I'm a bucket. Don't do me like that. 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 I don't want to violate you on camera like this, bro. We don't gotta do it like that. We don't gotta do it like that. We don't gotta do it like that.
Don't put that energy in the air. Please don't put that energy in the air, bro.
So
Put the energy in the air.
why do you ask is defensive skill? Was there a follow up to that? Do you have like another segment to that?
Kinda, it was like because when people do talk about the most skilled in the NBA, they always come up with Kyrie, KD, Yoke, Steph, Tatum, all of them, right? But then I remember when there was a post saying, "Oh, Kyrie's the most skilled of all time." Don't debate me. And our build, we had a little discussion.
Tyler Woods. Shout out
And
Tyler
then
Woods.
I had asked one of my roommates, "Is Giannis top 5 skilled?" He said no. And I was like, got me going to thinking. But they both brought in defense to the equation. But then when I asked was Giannis that, it was an immediate no because of the reasons that they see, because you can't shoot, right? But he's mastered the defense so much. Wouldn't that bring up? For the
You said he can't shoot. He made 15 threes in practice in a row the other day. That's all I'm saying.
But this is the thing with Kyrie. I feel like when people make that argument, when I think of him and his skills, I just think about him creating separation in his ball handling skills.
And his footwork, too. He has amazing footwork.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, not a
He's
great passer.
Unbelievable finisher, though.
No, I know.
Great finisher.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you say skilled, like you said, you have to take the whole game of basketball and all the different skills that are used in a game. And look at LeBron. LeBron's a better passer than Kyrie.
He's a better passer than 99% of the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I would rather have, obviously, Kyrie's ball handling and finishing ability.
Over Bron's finishing?
Yeah, because
I would
think
take Bron. I'd take Bron's finishing.
No,
all
because
day.
in terms of the skill, LeBron is just, he knows how to use his body.
Yeah,
you don't see LeBron make Kyrie is a finesse player. He's more fun to watch.
That
LeBron's
ball's
gonna
touching the very top
LeBron's
of the
gonna make a
backboard.
right-handed layup and just you're not stopping.
It's gonna be a right-handed layup.
Yeah, that's it.
Kyrie's gonna make
Kyrie's
a right-handed
gonna go
layup on the
up and
other
through his legs,
side.
got it over here, threw it to the other who bounced off and it in. Like, but I appreciate that argument because I have noticed, because I'm not a Giannis fan, I have noticed the improvement to his game. I was watching some film on him, and I used to think he would just take it to the bucket and just overpower you, but now I'm seeing the moves he's using down low, the pump fakes, and getting his foot. So when he pump fakes, he gets his hip under you, so he draws the foul, and then he still dunks it. Like, there's little things I'm noticing in his game that is really separating himself from me to really make me a fan of him. Instead of before, like 2-3 years ago, when I was like, he's just a big body, he's just long. I'm seeing the skill build into his game, and I can appreciate somebody who works on that type of stuff.
Okay, I like it.
That's what I'll say.
I like it.
So I agree with you that
the
defense
argument.
is a skill, because
Yeah,
Drew
I
Holiday
love
is
the
a
argument.
skilled defender. It's a skill.
Yeah.
Whereas there's hustle players, like Beverly is a hustle player.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
all
he's-
heart.
I think he's also a pretty decent defender.
No,
It's
no,
more
he has
heart.
the
It's
he has
definitely
skill, but I'm
it's
saying,
definitely
like,
more heart
I
and
would put
hustle
him
than
in
skill.
Like, he's a good defender, but I'd put him in the heart, hustle, grit, just go out and I want it more than you category. Whereas, like,
And you
Drew
guys-
Holiday is more skilled defensively.
And you get guys like Tony Allen. They're both, and they're just demons.
First
Yo,
team.
They're
shout
just
out to
demons.
Tony
First
Allen.
team.
And they're
First
just
team.
demons,
First team.
And they're just demons.
First team.
All right. Before we wrap it up tonight, guys,
First team.
I want to push this thing. I'm heading to this event tomorrow. If you guys want the address, it is at an undisclosed location. So hit me up for the address. It's called Buzzed Bunny. It's going to be at the It looks like it's LEV Rochester Reservation, the Pot Brothers at Law, Conway the Machine, Sober Junkie, and Dr. Broken Leg are all going to be making appearances tomorrow.
And JoJo the Duck.
And I'll be there. I'll be there.
Right
I'll
there.
be there. Straight Faded Cut and Shave will be there. You guys know the vibes. Come get lit. Come get high as fuck. It's 420 tomorrow. It's the holiday. You already know what we're doing.
Sick, I got work.
But yeah, make sure y'all boys come and get lit. It is at an undisclosed location though, like I said. So hit me up for the address if you want to come. They're doing meet and greets for all these people, so hit me up for the address. But 420 should be a fucking holiday for everybody. Nobody should be working tomorrow. So
I co-signed that one. I gotta go in tomorrow on some bullshit.
yeah. All right. I kind of did all the sports shit for today, Horace. So you can do the mental health shit.
That's the
Damn.
Yeah, you can do the mental health stuff today. Been
Well,
watching basketball for the last
yeah,
15 minutes, so.
okay. Well, Stanley, since we grew up together, and these guys too,
gang.
I don't feel like we've talked about mental health in our circle growing up, pretty much ever. It's always just having a good
It's
time, which is
rare.
nothing wrong with that. But so and no,
Fuck no.
I've known them before high school.
Fuck tech.
Okay, well, tech.
You finna stay around here, dog. Olmsted. We went to Olmsted.
Hoot,
gang,
hoot.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
the Owls.
Owls.
Fuck.
From the stead, nigga.
Fuck the Owls.
From the stead, nigga. Fuck you mean, cuh. Okay.
So Stack,
Yeah.
we already know that you have had to grow up fast in life. A lot of things have happened.
Yes.
I want to know, how has it affected your mental health? Do you talk to I know you live with these cats. You guys talk about it, or you keep it to yourself? How do you deal with mental health? And where's your stance? How do you feel about it?
Well, when I do feel like I have to talk to somebody, I always call moms. Mom Dukes.
Ma Dukes.
Always there. Always know what to say. Always at the right time. If it's not Dukes, y'all trying to go hoop? If it's one of those two, everything will be Gucci. It's made me grow up a lot quicker than not than I wanted to, but a lot quicker. I would say I was a pretty mature child growing up because I did have to do a lot of stuff on my own. Like I've had to wash clothes since I was like 12, cook for myself, fend for myself, do all that type of shit. We got guys over here hating like always.
Well, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like, you just hate my man's blood, man. But yeah, so it's just I've been going through some stuff like personally. That's why I am gonna take a trip next month for a couple months, going down to Virginia, going to see that side of the family, gonna stay down there, try to get my mind right, try to lose some of this belly, then come back. We gonna get right, get straight to it. Giving 150, 200%, getting right to it. Having more energy, which is doing everything, not being irritated a lot, waking up, having my door closed, be like, I don't want to deal with nobody. And then having to just push through that sometimes I'll be like that at home, where I just be like, yo, I just don't feel like dealing with nobody. But then I'll open my door, go downstairs, Drew gonna be down there talking to me, gonna change the everything. Cause I know you're gonna say something stupid that's gonna make it's me laugh.
Drew saying something stupid? You gotta be kidding me.
You almost fucking count on that shit to happen.
It's gonna be like something that's gonna, change the day, and we gonna just, bounce back and get right. But yeah, that's pretty much it for I try not to talk too much because I know everybody else has their own problems. I don't want to bar someone else with my problems, and I don't know what they're facing because what they're facing could be worse than what I'm facing. So I don't want them to have to dance to them. I gotta fix this and mine. That's just too much. So
Nah, and that's the selfless approach that a lot of men take. I think is they always, because we know how tough shit is, so it's like we don't want to put our stuff on nobody else. But what I will say is, my brother told me this when I was going through some shit earlier last year. You can't take care of nobody else unless you're right. You know what I'm saying? So I would advocate for making sure that you take this trip, enjoy yourself, let off some steam,
that's
get
exactly
yourself
why I'm
right.
taking it. That's exactly why I'm taking it.
So when you come back, you can be a better person for the people that count on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you can do, bro. You got to make sure yourself is
That was
right.
the first thought, because I was like, if I'm here, I have a lot of distractions. I'm not going to do it 100% how I really should be. I'm gonna just do what I can to get by. But if I'm like now I'm going somewhere where I don't know anybody but who's in my house with me. So this is gonna be like I can't get distracted because I don't know anything. Like I can't go to the club here and there.
With cows.
Well, we don't put that out there, yo. That's awful. Actually, we don't put that out there. She name dropped it. Fed. Edited post.
Unedited. Unedited, all
Fed
raw.
baby right here.
All raw live content.
So,
Well, yeah,
Joel,
dog.
you got anything to say?
Rags to riches.
Yeah, I
Rags
got a
to riches.
special announcement
Rags
for
to
everybody.
Rags to riches. Rags to riches.
I've been posting on the Facebook that once we get to 300 likes on the page and 60 subs on the YouTube, I was going to make a special announcement. I'm going to make sure that I clip this part out and repost just this part on Facebook so that way we can get everybody involved. But
He's getting a Swizz and Pesci tattoo on his ass.
that's
Right cheek, left cheek.
that's coming.
It's gonna be Swizz and Pesci, just like that.
That's coming. That's coming. That's
Yo,
coming.
yo.
That's coming. That's coming. That's coming. Nah, but on a serious note, we really want to get this merchandise rolling out. So what I'm gonna do for the fans, for you guys being so fucking awesome every fucking week, there's 300 people liked on the Facebook page. I'm gonna pick 2 random people out of those 300 likes. I will message you personally and ask for your size. But I'm gonna get
rigging
some
this.
Swizz and Pesci merchandise made
I'm rigging this.
for 2 fans. Just to kind of show appreciation for you guys. Make it 5. All right. AJ said he's gonna throw. Hey, Bryce, you gotta start somewhere.
AJ's
So, AJ said he's gonna get us to 5. So we'll do 5 shirts or 5 hoodies, sweaters, whatever we figure it out. But
So let us know if you are more interested in goldfish gear.
oh no, I have the ideas of what the merch is gonna look like, and I can promise you guys there's gonna be no fucking goldfish anywhere near my goddamn
I'll
merchandise.
see what I can do.
That's just a fact. But we're not really going to do much mental health this week for me and Swizz, only because our mental health is fucking shot this week, and I don't think any of the fans want to hear that or nor need to know about that. So we're just going to end today on a good note. And the good note to end it on really is fuck Drew. That's really what we gotta end it on. That's really what we gotta end it on.
Yo, you should see bro. Got the crazy dance popping.
But thanks for tuning in, guys.
Wait.
Yeah, you got something? All right.
I just want to, a kid that I knew growing up, passed away. Actually, last time I take my hat off?
Yeah, take it out.
A dude a couple years older than me, a legend, Don P, passed away.
Rest in peace.
All right, P. Don P.
Last week. Last time I saw him, I was actually at Kel's sister's birthday party, and I kicked him over a table. But it's all love because we were all just having a good time. It was crazy. But the way I think about Dom, just to speak a little on him, because he is passed now, is he was kind of the guy of the generation before me. You know, like, he's like, I think he's 26, 27. I'm only 23, so we saw him. He was always North Buffalo pride, always around, loved North Buffalo. I grew up in North Buffalo, so I always looked up to him as that guy. So I just wanted to, we did a lot of things for him this week, but I just wanted to shout him out on a show. You know, it's never good seeing anybody pass, especially that young. So R.I.P. to Don P.
Rest in peace.
And you
R.I.P.
already know
Don
we took
P.
hella shots for you this week, but you already knew that.
That's a fact. That is a big fact.
So you can take us away, bro.
Man, you guys know what to do. We appreciate everybody for tuning in today. The YouTube will go up at some point tomorrow, because I will be out of town tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to get on somebody's Wi-Fi wherever I'm at and post the video. But This has been another episode of your favorite podcast.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank
the
you,
show,
Stack,
man.
for coming.
Beautiful.
It was a great time. It was a great time. A lot of good
Beautiful,
content.
man.
A lot of good content. Thank you for the Peanut Gallery for enjoying.
Shout out to Kels God and Drewski.
Fuck Drew.
Long
Shout out
brother.
Kel's guy.
JC. Woo.
But Swizz and Pesci. Pesci and Swizz.
AJ, are you gonna?
Sports with
Stack
Stackman. Look at me up,
Close
gang.
Sports with Stackman. Sports with
Yeah,
Stackman.
Stackman. Y'all gotta really tune in.
Tap in, man.
Tony
Tap
G.
in.
Tony G
knows
you know
about
you love
Stack.
Tony G.
That's a fact.
Love
That's a
Tony
fact.
G.
That's a
Always.
man.
Love
Catch you
Tony
back on the
G.
field when
You
I
already
get
know
back,
that.
man. I'm gonna
Love
come back,
Tony.
bro. Man. That felt. Ooh. Last game, bro, I felt horrible, bro. I felt horrible, but I really wanted to play y'all. I really was, but I just wasn't feeling it that Saturday, AJ was like, yo, you slow down. I was like, nah. Because from what I heard, it was a close game, but if I would have played, we would have bust your ass.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Swizz and Pesci.
Pesci and
Pesci and
Swizz.
Swizz.
Come on, baby.